Today we pay tribute to one of Prince George's County's great sons, Wayne Keith Curry. Today we open the doors of the County Administration Building so that Prince Georgians, colleagues, friends, and family have an opportunity to say their last goodbye to this beloved son of Prince George's County. Today is a fitting tribute to the county's first African-American county executive, who served with distinction from 1994 to 2002. I want to first start with acknowledgement and thank you to Sheila Curry, Julian, Taylor, Wayne's mom, Mrs. Curry, and the Curry family for allowing us to honor the former county executive Wayne Curry today. I would also like to acknowledge some of the elected officials who have joined us here today. Our state's attorney, Angela Alsabrook, our Sheriff, Melvin High, former county executive and former governor, Paris Glendenning, the county council, and our county circuit court judges. It is fitting that all three branches of government are here today to pay tribute to this man that we had so much respect and admiration for. Today we'll have a very short program to begin this very special day. We will start with invocation by Reverend Dr. Perry A. Smith III of First Baptist Church of North Brentwood. And then we will hear remarks from our council chair, Mel Franklin. And then remarks from, we will hear from Judge Sheila Tillison Adams, Chief Administrative Judge for the Seventh Circuit Judicial Court of Prince George's County. At this time, I'd like to call up Reverend Smith.
I would ask you to take the hand of the person next to you as we celebrate this occasion. No matter who's next to you, take their hand in your hand. Let them feel the love that comes from your heart through your hand to that person next to you. And now let us pray. O God, our help in ages past, our hope for years to come, we vow in your presence because you're our God, and we first say thank you. We thank you for Wayne Keith Curry. We thank you for his legacy. We thank you for the life that he lived and will continue to live as long as we in Prince George's are alive. The contributions that he made, oh God, we give you praise and thanksgiving. Unselfishly, he gave of himself to make this his hometown proud to be called Prince George's County. Bless this county. As you blessed it through him, now bless it through Rasharon. And all who shall follow in their train. Let them be inspired by the life lived by Wayne Curry, by the leadership that he gave. Brave, tenacious, brash, would not take no for an answer. Oh God, our God, your name is excellent. We love you today. We adore your name. We've not come mourning, we've come some sadness, but we've come rejoicing. Because we are much better because Wayne came this way. What would have happened to us in busing? What would have happened to us in FedEx? What would have happened in National? What would have happened across this county if Wayne had not come this way? You sent him on a mission. He saw it as a mission. He would not rest, but now, God, he rests. Thank you for finally giving him the rest that he sorely deserves. We pray for his family, his wife, his children, his mother, but all of us are part of the family of Wayne Curry. Our names may be different in the last name, but we are joined together, inexplicably brought together by the love of Jesus Christ. And so, God, we thank you today for this occasion. Bless it and bless us as we hold hands with each other, grant, God, you will hold us in your hand. We'll never fall from it. That you'll keep us by your power. Now bless Prince George's County. Bless this county and this state and this nation. We need your presence, God. We need you right now in the midst of this government. Bless this county council as they wrestle with the things that are before them. But God, let them wrestle knowing that they wrestle in the name of Wayne Keith Curry. And so may they never ever remember him as we remember him now and always. We ask these things in the name of him who taught us to pray together, Our Father, which art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom, power, and the glory, forever. Amen.
Thank you, Pastor Smith. And now we'll hear from our council chair, Mel Franklin.
Good morning. There's a huge hole in the heart of Prince George's County. We have lost a giant, a fierce and passionate advocate, a trailblazer for civil rights, a courageous leader, and a political and economic visionary with the passing of Wayne Keith Curry. As council chair, on behalf of all of my colleagues and the entire legislative branch of government, today we extend our deepest sympathies and heartfelt gratitude to the Curry family, his wife Sheila, his children Julian, Taylor, his mother Mrs. Curry, his siblings, and entire Curry family. Our love, our thoughts, and our prayers remain with you as we honor the life and legacy of your father, your husband, your son, your brother. We know that the countless days and nights that Wayne invested in our county would not have been possible without your love, your partnership, and your support. We owe you a tremendous debt of gratitude. Thank you for sharing him with us, and we will never forget it. As a community, we will remember that Wayne Curry built Prince George's County, and the impact of his contributions to improving our quality of life will be felt for generations to come. We will benefit from his relentless drive to innovate and to perfect. We will benefit from the care he took to move Prince George's County from a place of obscurity into a position of prominence, prosperity, and power. We will benefit from his wisdom and his high expectations for what Prince George's County can become and what we together can achieve. Yes, this is a difficult and painful loss. But because of Wayne's lifelong investment in our future, we are a greater, stronger, and richer Prince George's County. Wayne made an unforgettable impact on each of the lives that he touched. I still want to be like Wayne Curry when I grow up. Wayne could be a philosopher king and a man of the people, all in the same sentence. His generous spirit was a joy to be around. I will always wish for one more conversation, one more piece of advice, one more challenge to be better. We are deeply blessed to have shared this journey with him together. Farewell, my friend. Take your rest. Now you walk with the angels. Thank you.
Good morning. Sheila, family. Good morning. Leadership. Leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. Wayne was that kind of leader. He loved this county, all of its people, and all of its curves and imperfections, to borrow a phrase. He was Prince George's County. He might have mingled with presidents, congressmen, governors, judges, and more, but he was Wayne, and he needed no introduction anywhere in this county or this state. He was Wayne. In 1996, shortly after I was appointed to the Circuit Court bench, I was assigned the task by then Administrative Judge Missouri to convince the county not only to renovate the historic Duval wing of the courthouse, which had deplorable working conditions, but also to build another wing of the courthouse because we simply needed more space. So I made that trek across the street to see my friend, our county executive, Wayne Keith Curry, and our then CAO, Howard Stone, to make the case for the judiciary as to why the county needed to renovate the Duval wing and needed a new addition to the courthouse. Now, although Wayne greeted me with all the pleasantries and with that trademark Wayne way about him, and he joked about the judges. I know you've all heard the judges' jokes. Wayne, a lawyer that rarely practiced in the courthouse, had a great respect for the law and the role of the judiciary and in the overall justice system. He understood and appreciated the separation of powers and the need for an independent judiciary. However, as much as he understood the plight of the judiciary and the critical need for more space, Wayne made it clear that the county just did not have the funds for such an undertaking at this time. But in true Wayne fashion, he looked at me and he said, "I'll make you a deal. If you can go to the state and convince them to contribute to this courthouse project, I'll find a way to make it happen." But you know, you really said, "Miss T, if you go to state and give them the pony up some money, then we may have a deal." That's Wayne. Well, with the help of Delegate Joe Valerio, we got the contribution from the state toward the project, and I returned to my friend, the county executive, to seal the deal. Well, the rest is history. And even though the project was not finished until years after Wayne left office, the truth is it would never have happened but for Wayne. Wayne Curry, through his administration, was a friend to the judiciary. And through his vision, and through all of Prince George's County, flourished. On behalf of the judges, Sheila, and the Curry family, on behalf of all the judges of the Circuit Court for Prince George's County, the representatives here from the Appellate Court, and the District Court of Maryland, we thank you for giving Wayne to all of us.
To remind folks, and myself included, that this is a celebration. This is a homegoing service, but a celebration of Wayne. Those who knew Wayne well knew that he was an unapologetic defender of his hometown, Prince George's County. He had a level of confidence that allowed him to stand strong in face of any challenge. And that's what we learned from him and what we loved about him. Because Wayne believed in the possibilities of this county and its people. He could see that we could become the place to be. and he taught us to believe it. Wayne's influence on this county should never be forgotten. It should be part of our history and this government for decades to come. Side note, I was talking to some folks about Wayne, and when I would have the weight of this office, Governor Glendening, upon me, Wayne would visit me upstairs. And it was great when he visited because it was, you know, he was there to make sure that I was all right. But I always knew the first thing was it was no longer my office, but Wayne's former office. And he was very good at having me push the issues and problems of the day aside because he had something in his black book that he wanted me to take care of. But he was my refuge, and I will miss him. We have lost a county executive, but I have lost a friend. And I want generations to come to know his greatness and what he contributed. That is why I will be appointing a committee to recommend that one of our county facilities be named in honor of Wayne Keith Curry. For his unparalleled contributions that has made this county great. It is our way of saying thank you to Wayne Keith Curry. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you, Julian. Thank you, Taylor. Thank you, the Curry family. May God continue to bless Prince George's County and the memory of Wayne Keith Curry, our 5th county executive.
I mean, there's been nothing in my life to compare to the great privilege and honor of serving you as the first African-American county executive. And to be able to do it in a place that quite literally has been blessed with God's favor, to be a one-of-a-kind jurisdiction, not just in America, but in the history of America. This is the only jurisdiction in the history of America where it was transformed from a little sleepy southern hollow when I was a child that was small, virtually all white and rural, to being large, majority African American and cosmopolitan, and where income and education went up and not down. There's not another example of that anywhere in America or in the history of America. It is you, it is us. And I always wanted to do a good job on behalf of the people I represented and all of you. And I was taught from childhood forward that it is a corporate responsibility. It's everybody's togetherness responsibility to take the great favor that the Lord blesses you with, to spotlight the advantages that you have, to promote good principles and values and the ideals of excellence and hard work and fortitude and guts, and to take that and to transform it and to do your part to advance this community and this country over its checkered past, over the deranged atrocities of slavery and discrimination, to a new place. I am blessed to have a great family and folks with marvelous principles and good kids. You know, I enjoyed making history. I enjoyed winning an improbable battle. I enjoyed upsetting the apple cart. I enjoyed taking a fledgling force of new people who had moved to Prince George's County and using it to advance our community with that election. I enjoyed that. I'm not going to lie about it. It was a wonderful fulfillment of a bunch of values that I had been taught. But I also thought that it was more important to make sense than to make history. I enjoyed making history. And I remember this story about God instructing people to go over there in the land of milk and honey. I've given it to you. All you got to do is go occupy it. And they sent some scouts out to check it out. And the scouts came back and said, "You must have lost your mind. There's giants over there. Man, we can't beat those guys. You sure God didn't make a mistake?" God don't make mistakes. I told you go occupy the land. You come back and say you don't have the heart to do it. So when I look at numbers and democracy in Maryland, blue state, everybody gets elected out of Baltimore, Prince George's, Charles, a little bit of Montgomery. And you're the biggest force in the state. And your schools in Baltimore and Prince George is 23 and 24, out of 24. You're not using your power. You're scared of the giants in the land of milk and honey. So we got to get past that part. And there's some really smart people in this room that know how to do that. I've seen them do it before. But we live in a state where, as Frederick Douglass says, power concedes nothing without a demand. Never has and never will. The power to demand whatever you want and will get is right here in this room, in this county, in this community. It's got special favor and special, very special dispensation from God. And it's that legacy that I reflect. Somebody pick up the gauntlet, count these numbers, get the binoculars, and look at all that stuff on the other side of this land of milk and honey, because it's all yours. In this blue state, it is all yours. Anyway, thank you very much. I'm through pontificating.